Hello readers, writers, fans, patrons, random people who found me on YouTube, or all of the above. I am here to update you on how it is going with Ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is my foray into the world of serial writing, and to me this is so cool. Serial writing is when you write a book in segments and release them as they are written. And there is a huge tradition among authors in doing that. The author who created the first detective novel did this. Charles Dickens did this. Elizabeth Wilkie did this. More recently, Stephen King did this with The Green Mile. And it is an amazing process, and it's a lot of fun. It's also really scary and really new because I have a very set way that I go across getting my books out. I write them, and I write them at my own speed and my own pace. I am dedicated and diligent at making sure that I am where I possibly can. But there's not a set deadline. I think that's one of the benefits of owning your own publishing house is my publisher can be kind of a witch sometimes, but she's pretty flexible with my deadlines. After I have written it, I have it edited, and then I give it to my beta readers, where usually I have amazing feedback. I have beta readers who are the perfect combination of kind and friendly, and yet not at all afraid to point out plot holes or places that I could improve. And then once I fix what the beta readers address, then I edit it again. And then it's formatted and the cover work is done and it's released to the public. And it is a huge process that takes years. Writing serials, on the other hand, I write it, I spell check it. If I have enough time, I have a couple people close to me, usually Martha Jones at Self-Righteousness, and Thomas Lamkin Jr., who is my husband and cover artist, take a quick look, let me know what they think, and I can fix it. And then I spell check it again and I throw it out there. And beyond that, there are deadlines. I have promised my patrons 1 chapter a month. And so they're going to get 1 chapter a month. But that means that when I'm going through what I'm going through right now, which is writer's block, that the stakes are even higher. So I wanted to make this video to let you know a couple things. One, that I am still working on this Patreon project and I am still so stoked about it. Second, though, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed and like you don't know what you're doing, well-seasoned and well-established authors go through that all the time. Imposter syndrome is so real. And I want you to know that you are not alone. But also I wanted to share with you some tips and tricks that I use to get over writer's block. The number 1 tip that I use to get over both imposter syndrome and writer's block is free writing. Now, just this week I was talking to one of the people that I'm helping write a book, and I mentioned free writing offhanded a couple times as though everybody knows what it is. And I realized when he corrected me not so gently that not everybody knows what it is. So free writing is when you take a set amount of time. I like to do 15 to 30 minutes, and you write about anything. It can be about what's going on in your day. It can be about the latest television series you saw. It can be about the fact that you have writer's block. It can be about your cat. It can be whatever you want, and more than that, it can be in whatever format you want. If you want it to be fiction, it can be fiction. If you want it to be nonfiction, it can be nonfiction. It can be a poem, it can be a song, it can be stream of consciousness, it can be anything. And you just spend 15 minutes putting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. Now this does one of 2 things. As an author, I don't know a single one of us who haven't at some point thought, no matter how many books they've published, no matter how successful they are, who am I to be writing? I don't have anything to say. And by writing something that has 0 stakes, It takes away that pressure. It takes away the performance anxiety and helps you remember that you are a person with thoughts and feelings that deserve to be heard. But second, it breaks the block. Even though it doesn't have anything to do with your book, just the act of putting pen to paper, it gets more water flowing through and it breaks the block. And so what I'm going to need to be doing, because I am blocked on where I'm going to go next with Violet, even though I have my outline, it is right here. Even though I know what I want to say, I just can't seem to get going on it. And so I'm going to be starting 15-minute free writes. And I'm going to be giving myself prompts because that helps me to learn to organize my thoughts. And I'm going to be doing that, and then I'm also going to be cleaning up Violet Chapter 1 a little bit to get out to you. And we're going to get this serial thing going. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you to do for me. I want you to join me on this journey. I want you to travel along with Violet and see what she has in store, because I think this may end up being the best thing that I've written when I'm done. It's certainly requiring more research, and it has absolutely zero fantasy or sci-fi. No spec fic elements to it whatsoever, which is new for me, and I'd love for you to go on this journey with me. I'd also love you to go on a writing journey with me. I feel like everybody has a story inside them. Now, whether this is a story that deserves publication, whether this is a story that would be just for you, whether it would be for just you and your loved ones, that's entirely up to you. But I think that everybody has the story in them, and I am here to help you get it out. So please go on this journey with me, and we're going to learn things together, because when it comes to serials, I have no idea what I'm doing. But when it comes to writing, I do. So I'm pretty sure between all of us we can figure it out. So please come with me, join my Patreon, like, share, and we'll have some fun, okay? Bye.